Before I begin this video, I would like to say two things. One, I put in a clip of the video that later comes in that kind of sums up what this video is about. If you have any questions, please watch the entire video. I will be answering any questions you want, except for the one question that is, am I eligible for moderator? If you are eligible, I will contact you. If you are, even if you are, I might not contact you because it might take a little while. I don't know when I'm going to act upon this, most likely soon, probably at the end of the month. We'll see. Please don't inquire me about you specifically or anyone specifically. If you have any questions, feel free to ask me any questions beside the ones that are specific to you or others, and whether you're eligible for the position through Discord or Twitter or any means you have to contact me. I will be answering any questions, whether they're answered in this video or not, because this video is super convoluted. Second thing is, I apologize for any sniffles. Some of them do sound kind of disgusting. As you can tell by my voice probably right now, I am very congested and very sick, and this video was recorded about 2 days before the voiceover and the uploading of this video. Therefore, I am getting sick, and it's kind of nasty. Anyway, to the video. If it didn't, again, last sum up. I'll cut this into the beginning of the video, actually, that makes sense. Moderator applications may not ever come out again because I will be ranking people based on who is most often on the server through the top list on the engine site. Now, I'm not saying that, because I'm putting this video, I'm putting it here. I'm not saying that you need to be the top person to get a moderator rank, but I am looking for most active people, and I'm willing to work with people to learn and, in a sense, teach myself what moderators, or what everyone else's view of a moderator is. Hey everyone, I'm Mobkins, or Mobby Melons, owner of Russell Minecraft. This update's real short. Another point, the main point of this quick update I want to bring up is moderator applications. So, the point was brought up that applications are, well, not applications themselves, but Minecraft is, so to speak, understaffed. I mean, I'm going to sit still here and just talk. So my view, or my goal, so when I log onto the server, is to help people. Whether I'm playing factions or whether I'm playing Towny, which, honestly, I don't really do. The only Minecraft I really play was Hestia. Like, even when I did a faction series or a Towny series, apologies for the thumping, whenever I did those, it wasn't kind of like, that was the only reason I played Minecraft, right? But now on my server, I'm usually going around and helping people and doing stuff like that. And that's what I expected from moderators. Whenever I have an application or whenever a moderator gets ranked, that's what I expect. I expect them to essentially stop playing the game and focus solely on the players. And that's a completely just dumb expectation. And nobody should have followed that expectation. That's just me. Moderators should be able to still play the game while helping others out. Now, the role that moderators usually play on a server is to moderate. So if someone's getting out of line, spamming, breaking the rules, they're there to say, stop, or you're going to get punished. They're not the ones who have to go to plots and disconnect or stop a redstone clock and stop whatever they're doing. I mean, they are to help, and I have the expectation that they should help. However, I have too high of an expectation. So I'm going to lower that. Now, I'm going to only focus... So applications are not going to go up. At the end of this month, at the end of June, I will also consider the past months, but I will look at who has most played on the server stats. I will probably raise it to 10 people as opposed to 5. And thinking about that person to myself, and possibly ask around, because I myself... I'm going to try to be more active, especially as school's coming to a close, which is kind of crank up in the work, but I want to spend more time on the server, interacting with people, helping people out, doing what my expectation of a staff member is. So I will try my best to put aside my expectation of a staff member and see who's most active and see if they're a person who would be willing to moderate the chat or maybe stop what they're doing to help someone out. I'm not necessarily saying, hey, moderator, can you help me build this? It's more of just, like, if they're having a problem, I want people to figure it out. And I have the incorrect assumption that everyone has the same mentality as me, that everyone gets unlimited chances, and that everyone should always be given the benefit of the doubt. But that's not true in many cases. Now, often I won't give people the benefit of the doubt. The only breaking the rules kind of thing I view is
immediately spamming if I don't know you. But like if you're a member or a trusted or a devoted or a donator or a staff member shouldn't do this in the first place. But if you break the rules and I know you, whether you're a member, you're a donator, devoted, or trusted or whatever, and I know you, I will try and go out of my own way to help you even if you don't need it or don't want it. Um, and that's quite a. I don't mean to be pretentious when I say that, as in you should change for the better. It's just something like it's more of a personal thing, because I sometimes I see myself in people, and I want to be that person to help them, but not everyone wants that, and not everyone agrees with that quote unquote theory. Not everyone agrees that people can change or people have like find a way to process this, but that people should be reached out to help or to be helped. Um, so I know this is really straight from moderator applications, but I'm hoping you followed with me. So that's the expectation I've had. And I'm trying not to have that this time. I'm trying to change my views. Um, I'm trying. I can't promise anything, but I can definitely say that, again, not promise because I may think I'm doing it and I may not be, that I will not expect for everyone to follow my same actions. Usually when I come on, I'm nice to people. I'm not saying that nobody else is nice. I'm just saying I'm kind of like, hey, do you need help? Do you need help? I don't usually come on and do my own thing, but that's badly what I expect from staff themselves. And that's really not a good expectation, because not everyone can do that, and very few people are willing to do that. I mean, you come on Minecraft and you play the game to play the game. You don't come on to get staff rank and then stop playing the game completely. That doesn't make much sense now, does it? Um, so, in regards to picking staff, I will go through the list of most common players every month. I'll rank devoteds, and we'll see what kind of people get stepped up to mod. I'm not sure if I'll have trial mod. I probably will, but we'll have to see. I don't want anyone flipping out and being like, hey, I've been on the server for 5 years, or like 2.5 years, or 6 months, and I deserve mod. I don't mean any offense to anybody, first of all. Not everyone's fit for mod, at least not yet. Maturity is not something you necessarily gain with experience, but it is related to age. That's why so many things ask you about age, because your brain is fully developed when you're around 40, but when you're 20 is when it starts to like reach that final peak. When you're 5, you're not very mature. When you're 20, you're usually pretty mature, unless you grew up, I don't know, usually whatever environment affects you. Usually if you're 10, it's just brain chemistry. It's not anything about you or your experiences or your environment. It's just brain chemistry. And I'm not saying that a 12-year-old can't be mature. I've met many mature 12-year-olds. I myself was not one of them. But that's through the experience I've had, I believe that I have become a different person than when I was 12. And technically everyone has. So if you do get ranked and you've been on the server for more, I mean, whether you're like, some people aren't mature at the age of 20. I don't mean to say that age is always directly correlated with that. But don't think I am, okay, so the overall message of that was, don't think I'm like not promoting you because of your age or something. Nor is it necessarily for your actions. Now, but next bit, I don't know what number bit I'm on. Hopefully people are following me. This was planning on being short, but I just have a really lot to talk about in regards to moderator. I used to look for, and when I say used to, I mean as of 20 minutes ago and since Minecraft started, I used to look for people who have already tried to reach out to people and try to help. But you can do that, but it's hard because a moderator has the view, at least in the Minecraft community, I know this. Like, if you join a server and see a moderator, you automatically know they're a staff member. Like, if you walk into a store and see someone with the store shirt on, like Target, you see the red polo shirt, you think, hey, that's the person I want to ask for help. You're not going to go up to some random person and say, hey, do you know where I could find the Nerf guns? That doesn't make much sense. So I'm completely throwing that idea out the window. Most commonly played is what I am keeping above all, because with mod, I also lots of expectations and lots of views I intend to change. Another view is that I've lost my train of thought. I apologize. But with mod, it's a learning experience. Um, as always, it's mute or warning, kick ban or whatever. You don't go to mute to ban. You know, that's the normal drill there. But so the main point of this video is to say there will be no more applications. At the end of the month, I will be seeing who is the most commonly played player. Not necessarily top 5 or top 10, but just someone who's played most, or who has played a decent amount. I'm not looking for like number 1 by over 100 hours. I'm just looking for people who are on often enough to have an impact on the community. Like I know multiple people who are, and I've looked way into seeing how they wouldn't be plausible for this position as opposed to being plausible, or not plausible, but fit for it. And I'll look beyond that, and I'll try. I'm hoping to rank a lot more people to staff because I've had a view a while that Minecraft is mainly young kids, and it is, but not all those young kids are not fit for moderator, and not everyone's a young kid in the anyway. This none of this part of this video was made with any intention to offend or anything. Just mostly about me, my views on moderator, and how I want them to change. Because I do want things to change for the better, and if something's not going right, let me know. Just try to do it unaccusatory if you are capable. Otherwise, that's it for this update. It's pretty much just moderator applications. I'll put a little sum up voiceover in the beginning, or not a voiceover, I'll just put like text. But if you followed this long, I appreciate it. I really do. Yeah, it's just some things do need to be brought to your attention, even if you think you're doing it right. It's kind of like in school when someone tells you, how do you solve this? You don't know. Then they explain it to you, and you're like, oh, hey, I know how to do that now. It's those things that need to be brought up to your, like, need to be told to you, whether it's in anger, whether it's in constructive criticism. It's one of those things that you are not consciously conscious of, as in subconsciously conscious of, that just needs to be brought to your attention. There it is. And that's something I have struggled with in the views of staff and probably a lot of other things, such as just, I guess, quite a few server things, you could say. But anyway, hopefully that made sense. If it didn't, again, last sum up. I'll cut this into the beginning of the video, actually, that makes sense. Moderator applications may not ever come out again because I will be ranking people based on who is most often on the server through the top list on the engine site. Now, I'm not saying that, because I'm putting this video, I'm putting it here. I'm not saying that you need to be the top person to get a moderator rank, but I am looking for most active people, and I'm willing to work with people to learn and, in a sense, teach myself what moderators, or what everyone else's view of a moderator is. Okay, so back to not cutting at the beginning of the video. One more thing I want to say. My view of moderators helping people way too high, and that's also because I expected too much with too little permissions. And I've tried having admins, and I've had even a higher expectation of being, I guess this is going to sound pretentious, but being more like me. Being more in the sense that you're going to drop everything on the server and work towards with other people. And that's been a bad way to put things. Anyway, that's it. Thank you again if you followed this long. Yeah,